Hello guys, Dexter with Essential Pressure Washing. We are in Tavares, Florida. That's Tavares, for a 2-car driveway and sidewalk here. Let me show you. We have a driveway, got some buildup up top there. We have some type of lines here. I'm not really sure if someone tried to pressure wash this early. And that's my phone. Not sure if someone tried to pressure wash this early and left these marks down there on the concrete, but they may come out. I'm not really sure. Anyway, we're gonna go to we're gonna stop right here by the box. So right there, that concrete is clean. We're going back that way. That's what we have. It's nothing major. The water pressure is not good, so I'm waiting on water. Now. We're gonna set the dial as we did previously for the last ride. We're gonna put right back up here to right near that 1.5 for the mix that we're gonna put down on the concrete here. Yeah, but these marks, someone tried to do some pressure washing and looked like they were using a 0 degree, which would be like your red tip. And I don't know if those marks are gonna be able to get it clean enough. Hopefully it'll clean up good enough to where those marks are not showing, those lines. I don't know if the camera can pick it up or not. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure if the camera can pick that up. Anyway, we're gonna wait on water. Once the water is up to a good level, I'll put a pre-treatment down. I'll shoot that on with the video, and then we're gonna surface clean it. I should have brought my 19-inch surface cleaner. That way I could use the 5.5 GPM pressure washer, which I can be low on water, still get a job done. But with the 12 GPM Mini Mondo, I'm gonna have to wait a little bit on the water in order to be able to crank up and get this job done. Stay tuned. here we are with the mini Mondu. We had to stop for a moment after we did a small spot on this here apron. And I went and got the homeowner outside to bring him down to show them that these spots, not spots where these stripes are not going to come out. We have already pre-treated the concrete with a 1.5% mixture of sodium hypochlorite. And now we're going over with the surface cleaner. We have video before in picture of this driveway when it had the algae on it. You couldn't see the striping clearly, but now you can as we are cleaning off the layer of dirt was on the top. And it was apparent that someone cleaned this concrete too early, and they used a 0-degree tip. Whether it was the homeowner tells me it was the builder of the house. They hired someone, the builder, to come out to clean the concrete after the house was built, and they left the concrete like this. So whoever did it has done it, but we didn't want to be liable for it. So we covered ourselves, and we also pointed out to the customer and let them know that, look, we see this. We had documented it before we got started, and we are documented doing the process because we do videos on all of our jobs. Even if we don't, we tell them that for we'll state that it's insurance purposes. So anyway, we want to cover ourselves, and I want to bring that out to you guys in this video. I hadn't had this to happen before at a residential spot. I have seen concrete done this way before commercially, but for a residential home, this is the first. And how would you guys handle this? I mean, what would you have done, or would you not have done the job, or would you have taken the steps that I took by documenting before, bringing the customer out after we made a little pass on the concrete, seeing that it's not going to come out, and it's going to be more apparent now because it's going to be clean. So you're going to see it more until this concrete dries for a couple of days. These lines are going to be very apparent in here, and just want to let you know that. And well, I'll let the customer know that and see if they wanted me to proceed or did they not want me to proceed with this job. Okay, back to the video, guys. Thanks. Dexter here, Essential Pressure Washing and Tavares. We had problems here with a spotting of the concrete, streaks on it from either someone put a 0-degree tip on it or either something, but the cream is removed. First time we had this, we already contacted the homeowner at the door, made contact with him, showed him the stuff before we started. This is it. Not sure if the camera's picking it up, but I'm gonna get in close. See those lines? They're everywhere. It's on like a 0-degree tip or something to that effect. The concrete is clean now, but it does have that striping everywhere where someone looked like used the red tip and cleaned the concrete before it was cured enough for the rinse off like that. We documented it both by this camera here with the GoPro, also by the cell phone. We did make contact with the customer at the front door, brought them out, showed them the lines that are everywhere, let them know that they will not come out. We cannot get them out. We can clean the concrete, which is what we did. This is also a second documented statement after with the cleaning, and also for protection for us with our insurances. We wasn't involved with striping this driveway. We only cleaned it. And it is Monday, and we are in September. Let's date this right here, even though it will be dated on the video. It's September the 22nd. The time is 12:57 p.m. Yep. So that's all documented. Just in case. We like to protect ourselves, and we definitely are not negligent for that right there. I don't know. We don't even have anything that could have did that. Look at it. It's like a road map. Never. That's the first time the first time on a residential. Every once in a while you see commercial done like that because they bring someone in for post cleanup, and instead of rinsing, they use high pressure, and if they haven't did it before, and they kind of knock the cream off. But for as a residential job, this is the first for that. Anyway, Dexter, Essential Pressure Washing, signing off.